Hi everyone, it's Beck Beattie here, and I'm really excited because I'm getting all prepped and ready for Paperific, which is not too far away. It is in August, so August 25 to 27, and it's held at the Melbourne Showgrounds in Ascot Vale, so nice and easily accessible for everyone, and the parking not too expensive, which is always a bonus. Easy public transport to get to, and also always an amazing event. So a lot of people from interstate as well as overseas come along, as well as all the local Melburnians like me like to get across and also have a bit of fun at Paperific. So we do have a lot of fun there. I'm going to be teaching some classes as always, and I'm going to be teaching a really fun arty class. I'm going to be teaching one that's more layout and cards, and also a third one that's a little bit about using your stuff. Well, learning how to use your stuff. We're going to be using my stuff in the class, but learning how to use your stuff at home in your project. So that's going to be a little bit fun, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a moment. I did want to talk a little bit more about a little bit of a different focus that I've got for the Paperific weekend, as well as some different things that I'm going to be doing over the next few months. So last year, I ended up very unhealthy, tried to do too much. Those Superwoman jocks that I bought just did not work as much as what I thought. Realised I'm not Superwoman, and I basically ran my body into the ground. So I was very sick for most of the year. Put me behind on a lot of things, and I guess, I fell down on a few things as well along the way. So this year I decided to change that, and I wanted to be a healthier me. So I started the year working out, what I wanted to do, and changing a few things and getting myself a little bit more organised, and trying to see the year through a little bit better. Also not overcommitting and things like that, so that I could really sort of make things happen. Part of that was early May. I started running, and I guess I found my thing. I found the thing that fits into everything that I do. I work, very different hours, and a little bit all over the place. So running for me has turned out to be the thing that I can do at any time when I can just fit it in. I think the only downside is that I can't run yet as much as what I'd like, or as often as I would like. My body just needs to catch up a little bit. But I'm really excited to be running my first 10k run this weekend at the Run Melbourne. So I'm really, really excited about that, and confident, and I've run the 10k's now, and I feel confident that I can do that. So really looking forward to that. But it has led me to, I guess, a deeper journey as part of it all. And I've decided that I would really love to commit to doing a half marathon. But I didn't want to just do the half marathon. I wanted to give myself a little bit more of an extra drive and a little bit more commitment. So I have decided to commit to doing the half marathon in mid-October. Now, my original goal was to do it next year, but I'm pushing it forward. So I've committed to doing it in mid-October as part of the Melbourne Marathon Festival. So I'm really excited about that. But not only am I going to enter it and do it, I want to do some fundraising along the way. And we have an amazing craft. And whilst I was thinking about what charity I would really want to support, I decided to support a charity that a little bit close to home, someone that I know. A dear friend is going through a time of dealing with dementia, and the struggles that brings, and it really got me thinking that it is a great link for what we do. We love to document memories as part of our scrapbooking. Our art journalists are always finding beautiful, inspirational quotes, which I really take along to my running as well, to keep me driving and moving forwards, especially when it's tough out there and I'm running. And also to our card making. Card making is such a beautiful craft where you can brighten anyone's day by receiving a card as well. So especially people that are going through tough things like dealing with different diseases. So I will be doing fundraising as part of that, and that's where it led me to my classes. And I've decided to donate a percentage of the profits from each of my classes at Paperific. On top of that, I'm also going to be doing some different giveaways and fun activities across the Paperific weekend as part of the Make and Takes and things like that to help fundraise as well. So I'd love some help. I'd love to get there. My goal is to fundraise for the event as much as I can. So, you know, I'd love to achieve, you know, a few $1,000s would be amazing. But, you know, anything anyone could spare, especially linking in with what we do as paper crafters, I think would be a really special thing. So I decided to link it in with what I'm doing at Paperific, but also some other different events that I've got coming up as well. But Paperific classes are all live on the website now, and you can go to www.scrappychatdesigns.com.au and just click on the classes tab, and you can see all my classes up there, and you can book in. I'll be putting all the fundraising details up on there shortly as well. It's a commitment I've decided to make this week, and what better way to make the commitment than putting it out there? So now there's no backing out. I've put it out there. I'm asking you for some support and some help along the way. I think that we can make, you know, this a really, really cool thing. So please get behind it and support it if you can. I'd really love to be able to hand over a whole lot of money as part of this. So I'm really excited. So a little bit more about my classes. So the classes, the arty wrap class is a paint wrap. So something you would store your paintbrushes in and roll it up. But we're going to get all arty on it and make it a bit more unique and a little bit more tailored to ourselves. So you can have a lot of fun with that. You can make it more personal. You can put some quotes on there or some different, you know, images that inspire you and things like that. So we're definitely going to have a lot of fun with that. And in the class, you also get some Colour Crush to take home. We're going to be using the Timby Designs Colour Crush, which is my watercolour powders, and they're amazing. So versatile, and we're going to be using that in the class to infuse all the colour onto these awesome paintbrush wraps, which come complete with the paintbrushes in there. So really, really cool. The other class that that class is on the Friday and Saturday morning, so that's my morning classes. In the afternoon on Friday and Saturday, I'm going to be doing classes, the same class. I'm going to be doing a layout class or cards, so you can choose if you want to do a scrapbooking page or if you want to do 3 cards. You could also do an art journal page because it's all technique based. So the class is about learning some different ways that distress oxides can be used. So Tim Holt's new distress oxide ink pads. We're also going to be exploring craft and its versatility in this class as well. So learning a little bit about that as a colour. So we're going to be having a bit of fun, and I'll also be sharing some extra different techniques and ideas for using the distress oxides in the class as well. So we'll be having a lot of fun, and that, as I said, that's on the Friday and Saturday afternoon. On the Sunday, we're going to be having fun with some layered stamping. So we're going to be having a lot of fun with teaching you how to use a lot of things that you have at home that just sit there, you know, tons of stamps and washi tape and leftover pieces of paper and things like that. So I'm going to be showing you how to use those to create some really amazing effects. So we're going to be doing either a scrapbooking page, you can do an art journal page, or you could do cards. So and I'll have examples of those as well for you to all look at and have a bit of fun with. So it doesn't really matter what your craft is in my classes. I really try to take that you know, the fact that they're technique based really doesn't matter what you do as your craft. So even in the paintbrush wrap class, if you prefer to do a canvas, by all means, you can do a canvas. Just let me know so that I can organise a canvas for you instead of the paintbrush wrap. So it's completely up to you what you do. You can also work away in an art journal as well with the same techniques. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. And as I said, you can take that to whatever you want. The classes, you know, they're timed so that, you know, it's a bit more relaxed and you can have some fun, you know, give you a chance to sit down, digest what I'm trying to share, have a go as well. So without being rushed out of the room. So, you know, there's plenty of time in there, and also too, there is also enough time to shop. So got to make sure that we allow enough time to shop. So we've got a class in the morning, and that will finish at 11. We'll give you a half an hour before the classes start to go and have a bit of a quick shop. Nice 2 hours in the middle to have a good shop. And if you did a second class in the afternoon from 2 to 4, you still get time in the afternoon to shop as well. So plenty of time to shop as well as create and learn. And I'll also be doing, you know, some different fun things as part of that as well. If you're interested in booking into my classes, for as much as they last, I will be giving away some $2 off entry fee passes. So get your bookings in earlier. It's basically those who have booked in the earliest will get those passes. So get those bookings in so that you can get those passes, and I'll be mailing those out as soon as possible once you've got your order in. The website will ask for your address, so just make sure you pop that in there so that I can pop the passes out. I think that's it at the moment. Please stay tuned. I'll be sharing a lot more about the fundraising efforts that I'm doing for Run Melbourne. For Melbourne Marathon. So Run Melbourne this weekend, and Melbourne Marathon in a few months' time. 11 weeks away. So I've already started my trading plan, so going to be pushing ahead forwards for that, and really excited to have you all behind me, cheering me on and helping me get to the end. So thanks very much. Head on over to the website. I'll have the links below for the classes so that you can pop in and get your bookings in. See ya.